everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivi, and if you just came back, hi, did you miss me? Because I missed you. So today I want to talk about reprogramming yourself through Pinterest. Now this ad is obviously not advertised or anything like that, but the way I reprogram myself when it comes to reinventing myself and basically decoding and unlearning ways of how to express myself through fashion, or the way I do my hair, or the jewelry that I wear, the accessories, the home decor, and all of that jazz. So without further ado, sit down and relax. I feel like it's a really great way to navigate yourself of the future version of yourself that's more elevated and more sophisticated, I guess to say. Well, that's how I want my future self to be. And the first step to reprogramming yourself is in visualizing yourself of the future habits and the future aesthetic that she has or he has, doesn't matter, or who are they or them, whatever you express yourself with. So first you have to realize and imagine yourself, what you do on a daily basis, and what you fit your life, what you envision in your future, which is career, where you live at, where your space and your peace, and how you wind down, and how you express yourself through fashion, and how your living space is as well. And you can all envision that through Pinterest. And the number one thing I like to do, starting just like the simple steps, is to redo your wallpaper. Now mind you, I know that's kind of weird, but I feel like redoing your wallpaper is the first simple step of rebranding yourself. And it's like having a new chapter, and this is the first cover of that new chapter of yours. Every time you go through, this is something that gives you inspiration and gives you the type of vibe and aesthetic that yourself wants to embody. So my wallpaper is just this boho chic type of vibe and estro type of thing. It's kind of hard to explain my aesthetic as well, so you guys can see I like a lot of vintage print, and I'll just show you guys. So this is my cover. Today is Thursday, July the 24th, and it is 9:30, and I just have my Bible verse and my alarm and how hot the weather is. It's really that simple. And then after that, I have this, let me move her a little bit, might delete that home screen. And then I have this other wallpaper that I have. I love the print, and I like the fact that it has VV, which is my name, is Viviana, but I do go by Vivi with the B. And I don't know, I just like the crow and like the print and everything. So that's the first steps that I like to go into when it comes to rebranding yourself through the phone. And you can do that with your computer, and you can do that with your iPad, whatever gadget that you use. My iPad, it has actually a different wallpaper than the one that I have right now on my phone, just to give it some dimension and other vibes. Anyways, so next I'm gonna talk about Pinterest and how to navigate yourself when it comes to reprogramming your future self to have the aesthetics that you like. Now mind you, when you're reprogramming yourself, you have to really understand what type of style that you want to evolve into. For instance, for me, I used to be very minimalistic and elegant and very just 4 tones of colors. I remember in my closet I used to have just a lot of beige, a lot of whites, and a lot of black. And that was the only colors that I was into. And there was only a few colors that I had into my wardrobe, which was basically gray and navy and a hint of red. And that was it. And I felt kind of plain, you could say the least. Although I was working around that time, I was working at Zara. I wasn't able to express myself through clothes because I had to wear a uniform and all that jazz. So around that time, it was just bland. Although I did look like I got money, I still do, but I'm inviting more humbling, I guess, to say the least, humbled money. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but it's more astral vibes where it is hobo chic and elegant, and it's more brown tones and a lot of prints as well. So for that, right now it's summer, it's fucking hot as hell. Even right now I'm fucking dying and sweating and shit like that. So I made a account that's boho chic is what it's called. Now you could be into, let's say you're into the trend of minimalistic, or you're into the trend of being, what's that? It's goth, but it's elevated, and it's only black and white. And it's nothing but leathers and textures and layering, and it's very elegant as well. And it has a lot of silver and all that stuff. So stuff like that, you can make that pin. It doesn't have to be my aesthetic. So for boho chic, I'm starting to get more into the fall too, because I like to think ahead of time. Mind you, this is a future version of yourself. So although it is the end of summer, I am pinning a lot of things for fall and winter. So for this pin, it's boho chic, and I have a lot of suede, I have a lot of green, I have red, I have beige, I have textured items like leather suede, this, I don't know what kind of fabric that is, but it's chic, but at the same time I can make it more sophisticated and a lot more vintage. And I don't know, it's just like, guys, you know this aesthetic, right? And some are simple, like this. If you're slowly if you want to slowly build your wardrobe, I prefer you do the basics first. For instance, everybody has straight leg jeans at the moment right now because it is popular, and all you have to do is thrift some scarf and just wear a really long silk shirt, or is that silk? Sorry, a t-shirt, and there it is. It's simple, but the way you accessorize makes up the whole outfit. So for stuff like that, it's very simple. Same thing with that. The belt and the headscarf is the accessory that makes the look. Although she is baggy, the pants and the shirt, she made it look effortless by using the pointed toe heels, the belt, and the scarf. And it looks elegant. It looks chic. And the reason why I pinned it, because it's like the bag, it looks leather. So anything leather and suede, I consider it as boho. And just like stuff that's unique. For instance, I guess this tie gem is unique to me, and it can elevate your outfit. And it can be as simple as a button-up like this, a white button-up, and some bangles with the long sleeve, and just a simple straight leg suede pants. And there you go with pointed heels. And that's a fit. and you can wear a cowboy hat with it, or you can wear a slip back to it. Honestly, the list can go on. It's just the way you accessorize. I am a sucker for striped jeans. I have practically, I think, 3 of striped denim jeans, and I fucking love it. And I have although it's not leather, but it is suede, I have a jacket just like that I want to recreate when it comes to the fall. And here's another one with the scarf, different shirt, same pants, and then she although has a straight pants, and then she has a square toe heels, which is cute. I love it. So there's that. And then just like anything animal prints, I really love that hat. I really want to thrift something like that. And I thrifted some denim white pants like this, really cute, really effortless. And I'll show you similar. After this video, I'll show you how to style. So right now, I just want to talk about reprogramming myself, how to look effortless. And although it's more so effortless and unique and just based off of your trend and not fucking everybody else's. Because everybody can copy and paste any kind of outfit, and that would be considered, oh, she's trendy. But for me, I don't want to be trendy. I want to be trendy in my world. I don't want to look like everybody else. It's fucking boring to look like everybody else. And there's so many fashion styles and trends that you can just pick any of those and just go buy those stuff. But it's the way that you style yourself and express yourself uniquely by the way you take inspiration from your childhood, or from the food that you like, or from your favorite movie that you like, or the favorite book that you've read, or just like your favorite color of this one specific purse that you liked and you never had it. I don't know. It's just little things here and there from your personality of what you like specifically, that you then can translate that into your own fashion. So if that makes sense, I don't know. So I take a lot of my inspiration from movies, from songs, from pictures, from arts from years ago, and from my favorite book and my favorite TV shows, and just like even sometimes the color of the butterflies, just like somebody that I saw from the street as well. It could be so many inspiration. Life has a lot, and I'm telling you, a lot of inspiration that you can pinpoint and pick from that and create it into your own inspiration. Now, I think I said that right. So I am reading this book. For instance, I'm reading this book. I'm not gonna tell you exactly because I believe they stopped making copies of it, and it's kind of cringy, I guess, to say the least. But I'm reading this book, and it's from, the storyline is from somewheres around that genre, and that fashion fabric and the embroideries that they use and to create something so beautiful and just like so angelic, and just like it's different from the fashion here now because of the embroidery of the beads that they use, and the embroidery of the stitching and the lace and the 100% cotton. Come on, we do not get that type of fashion that we do today's world, because today's world is more so of just a plain, sleek, sharp, a lot of prints, and we do have shapes as well, but there's not a lot of embroidery to the clothing wise, because I think that takes time and effort, and most of the fashion industry, they want clothing that's efficient and that is fast and that could make it in a minute. It's just quick and easy. So I feel like having clothes that have embroidery stitching to it is very unique to me, and I am very drawn into those items. So I call this pin Dream Song, and it's just a lot of textured, well, I'll show you right here. It's a lot of textured embroideries. It has a lot of beads and a lot of attention to the details. For instance, let's just say accessory, this hat right here, although it is black and this person's wearing all black, the hat itself is the accessory to the outfit. It is the moment, and I believe it's beaded. It's beaded all around, and it has a gnat to cover the face, which I am very intrigued with this type of fashion, and it's very similar to the one that I showed you earlier with the boho chic, the hats. I'm really into those type of hats as well, and I'll show you here. Boho chic, which I believe, I'm predicting that it's gonna come back right around where it comes to off-duty 90s look, but it's more so the accessories and it's not the outfits and the shape. I feel like it's more gonna be trend with the accessories of the hats and the red lip and the heels. Already the red heel was a fashion icon look, but I feel like I think the hat is gonna be the trend for this fall, and the face, the gnats of covering too, but I feel like we're gonna receive that in a different type of style, like the one that I showed you earlier with the black outfit. It's gonna be more of the vintage 50s. I feel like that is gonna be a trend for the fall. And I do have a pin that's called Vintage Summer. Now this is all about the shape and the very feminine polka dots. Polka dot was cute over the summer, and I think it's gonna continue on with the fall. So that's, I like the printed pants too, and I feel like I'm predicting that as well for the pants over the fall. It's gonna be a lot of more print, and I don't want to say it's gonna be more of animal print, to say the least. I'm talking about the fruit print for the fall, or the martini and the olive green martini type of jazz. But for the fall, the shape of this jacket, I do have something similar to that already, and I will style it with you guys later throughout the video. And it's just like the shape and the suede. The suede is just gonna be like the DNA when it comes to the fall. Leather, of course, as well, but I'm more into the sets because sets are so easy. But I'm talking about the suede sets that come with the blazer or the vest and the top, the trousers. Jesus Christ. Or the leather, and the leather sets or dark denim sets. I think that would be a trend as well. And the fur jackets, obviously. The fur, the mob wife, whatever that's called, that trend, that's gonna be again. So that's kind of my prediction, to say the least. 50. So the coat that give you shape, I feel like that's gonna be the trend. And the ponchos too, especially for me. I live in Houston, so when it gets cold, it doesn't get cold at all. It's freaking hot. Even till I remember last year with Christmas around, we could have wore shorts. So the ponchos is a really good trend for me over the winter. And I really like the shoulder of just showing my collarbone. It's a very good trend for me as well. And the leather boots as well. It's really nice, cute. And the sophisticated exaggerating collar as well, something like that, and in button-ups will look really cute for my trend of what I'm looking for the fall. So once you make a bunch of fucking pins on Pinterest and you have a wardrobe setup, you can continue on into doing your home decor as well by having the aesthetic. Mind you, you're reprogramming your whole life, and that includes the lifestyle and the way your space is lived in. So I have a pin called home decor, and it's just a bunch of vintage little cute knickknacks and the way I want to accessorize my jewelry and how to display them, and how I want to display my room with clothing or just the lamps. I'll show you here. And the way I really like the idea of having a lamp and having my earrings dangle as well, for instance this one, or having display my bangles on an empty wine bottle. I think that's really cute. Or I can just, there's so many ways of how to accessorize your jewelry and how to express yourself as well. And the wall home decor and all that jazz, it's just, my wall decor is more leaning into the vintage look and the granny, but at the same time like a dark goth, I wouldn't say goth, but it's more so just like dark chic boho look to it, and just like granny and very vintage and very like homey and lived in. And it's just stuff like this just calls to my soul. Anyways, so, and just like the way even like the way I display my clothing items as well, I do have it where it's just like the tops and all in one color, and then I have most of my worn in tops at the front, and then the ones that I don't wear as often, I have it in the back, and I have it in colors. And same thing with my dresses as well. I have the one that I worn recently more often, and then at the back it's stuff that I haven't worn in fucking forever. And you can do that as well for your closet. And then of course you have to make sure whenever you do start shopping for your wardrobe, I like to then make sure the items that I have pinned on those to then have your little play dress up with me, or play dress up with yourself, put on some music, make sure you drink a lot of water and have eaten already, and just start recreating those outfits in those Pinterest boards that you made. Now, if you can't make any outfits that you've created, I suggest you first start buying the basics of just like the 3 solid colors and 3 solid jeans and 1 random one, and then the shirt 1 random print, and then just go from there and develop your wardrobe from there. Now, if there's stuff that you haven't worn that is not, then you can either donate or give it to your siblings or your cousins or your family or people who is in need, and just donate the items. Or if you don't want to do that because you spend a lot of money on it, just do it on Depop. You can resell it on Depop or whatever thread up that you use, or garage sale. I don't know. So then you can put that money into your savings, or you can put that into your new wardrobe. But for me, when I do shop, I try to first go thrifting to shop for these items. Most of the time, I do practically recreate the exact same item that I pinned it. But you have, for that to happen, you have to make sure whenever you do go thrifting, you have to set a mind and a wish list of what you are looking for. If you come to the thrift store and you are not patient and you don't know what the fuck you want to thrift, you find jack shit there. You're not gonna find jack shit if you're not patient with yourself, and if you haven't eaten or drink anything either, and you don't have a wish list. Because most of the time when I sometimes go and then nonchalant and I don't have a wish list, most of the time I do not find what I'm looking for my wardrobe of my future self. Now mind you, in my thought process when it comes to thrifting, I don't shop for my current self-ish. I shop for a future version of myself that I know I'm trying to embody, to say the least. Now, you can get in trouble with yourself if you do not know yourself. If you're having a hard time picking a style that you want to elevate yourself into or embody yourself, you shopping for that future self is gonna waste your time and your money if you do not already have something in mind of what you are trying to embody. I've done this plenty of times and I wasted so much fucking money. I was buying thrifting stuff left and right, and I had these, it's so fucking embarrassing, but I have these big heavy duty bags that filled up all the way up to here. I'm sitting on the floor, so it'll be all the way up to here, and it's full of bags, and I had 4 or 5 of them, and I was just buying because it was fucking cheap. And the fact that I was around that time too as well, I was doing Depop and I wasn't as serious, still not as serious, but which is bad, but I was just spending money on stupid shit that wasn't even, that I didn't even like myself nor my future self, because I was buying things that I thought other people would like, that I know would like, and I ended up not even selling those items because it was such a heavy burden and such a heavy stress of having all of these clothes, and I didn't like any of those items. And because I didn't like any of those items, I was not confident of posting those items on Depop or reselling those items, because I just wasn't comfortable of wearing it, and I wasn't confident of wearing it at all. So when you are buying these things, you need to be comfortable within yourself and be confident with these items that you are buying. You have to feel comfortable and you have to feel good wearing it. And that comes with knowing your body shape and knowing the colors that look good on you as well. And just like if you have a short torso, some items are not going to look good on you because of the short torso that you have. And that's okay. Not all outfits are meant to fit into our body shape. When I tell my customers, yourself as a person that has different body shape, you are not supposed to fit into the clothes. The clothes are meant to fit into you. Now sometimes there are times where it's like, oh, I need to, let's say it's too long on the pants, I have to then cut it in half or whatever the fuck. That's okay. That's okay for you to do. But it is expensive when it comes to tailoring your outfits. Because let's say if you went to the thrift store, then you bought something that was $5, right? It was cheap, right? But it didn't fit you correctly from your body shape. Let's say if you were too short and they were too long, and you have to go to the tailor, and it costs you what, $15, $16. Now if you are willing to do that, go ahead and do it. If you are a seamstress, then yay for you. I'm fucking jealous. But if you don't mind paying that fee, then go ahead. You bought it for $5. But if you're spending something at a retail price at $69 for a pair of fucking pants that are too long for you, and you have to then pay an extra fee that's 25 or 15, don't fucking do that. Don't do that, please. And that's just, the clothes have to fit into you, not you fit into the clothes. Make that very clear. So shopping. So if you can't find the stuff, if you can't find the clothes at the thrift store, then you go ahead and shop retail stores. Now, I do want to go ahead and let you know that although it's retail price, wait until it's on sale. Most of these fashion clothing lines do go on sale for a cheaper price. I'm gonna make that very fucking clear that some stores do go on sale. Now, if you can wait till it goes on sale, then go ahead and wait and put that into your wish list. I know there's an app, I think it's called Bumblebee or whatever the fuck, I'm not too sure, but there's an app, I know for sure. You can go online and favorite, and they can email you when it goes on sale. Or I know most websites where you put it into your wish list and it emails you once it goes on sale. Now, if you are the type of person that's like, oh, I really love this item, and I know I'm gonna wear it, I know I'm gonna wear it now, and I know I'm gonna wear it later on as well, and you think it's an investment, then I encourage you to then buy the item. And that is the only time will I will accept to buy it at the full priced item. And most of the time it's because it's either authentic item, like 100% cotton, 100% leather, 100% cashmere, or whatever that. It's because I usually then let my pay that full price because it's authentic and I know I'm gonna love it for the next 5 years, and it's an investment to me. And that is the only exception that I will buy it at full price. Now, there are times where I do buy the item at full price, and next 3 months I don't like it anymore. And I can say, yes, I am a hypocrite, yes. And it's just, I make that my rule because it keeps me from avoiding spending more than what I shouldn't spend. So, and trust me, I could spend a whole fucking shitload of fucking money. In this economy, you can't do that to yourself. No. And don't fucking do it. Everything's fucking expensive. So, and that goes with home decor and stuff like that. All this that you see back there, I thrifted that whole fucking shit. And I even thrifted the pillows. I obviously put them to wash. If they're delicate, I put in those little basket cloth things. But most of the stuff that I thrifted, they're all secondhand. And maybe most of the jewelry that I bought is from Plato's Closet. And this was on sale. Although it is from Zara, but I bought it at a sale price. So I think that's it for me rambling, and then on the next clip I am then going to style my aesthetic of what I'm into and what's trendy, and just like the stuff that I talked about in this video, I'm gonna do it on the next clip. Without further ado, thank you everybody for listening, and this is just a little tips and tricks of how to save money but still be fashionable, and at the same time of reprogramming yourself to a different version of yourself, basically. So you can subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye. Love you.